Hi everyone, it's Alan Stewart with Royal LePage here to help you better understand the Sunshine Coast real estate market by utilizing the statistics provided by the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver for April of 2020. When we look at detached properties, the biggest change from last year is the significant reduction in the number of listings available, down nearly 30% from 2019. This decrease is most likely a result of the initial impact of the global pandemic that took hold in March. The number of sales in April was also down, but much less significantly than the amount of inventory. It took approximately the same amount of time to sell a home this year as it did last year, but according to the Real Estate Board's Housing Price Index, homes that did sell sold for nearly 6% of the price they would have reached in 2019. The condominium market has been impacted differently than the detached home market. While inventory levels have remained relatively stable, the number of sales has been dramatically impacted, down 70% from April of 2020. This dramatic reduction was also felt in March, which may suggest a change in the appetite for the type of property people are looking to buy on the Sunshine Coast as a result of the pandemic. Similarly, the townhome market saw an 87% drop in the number of sales in April, despite an increase in supply. The dramatic drop in sales in April is tempered with a 350% increase in sales in March. Averaging sales volumes over the past 2 months actually shows no change year over year, as we saw 10 sales during that time both in 2019 and 2020. Inventory levels for both condominiums and townhomes has increased as a result of new homes being offered in local developments. We look to the sales to active ratio graph to help us understand whether or not we should anticipate price increases or decreases or stability in the market. A balanced market is where between 10 and 22% of all available inventory sells in a given month. When more than 22% of the available properties regularly sell, we expect prices to rise over time. When less than 10% regularly sell, we expect prices to soften. Looking across all housing markets, we are currently in a low buyer's market, with all three property types having sold, on average, less than 10% of the available inventory over the last number of months. While it's tempting, you can't utilize aggregate housing statistics as a one-size-fits-all solution. You have to also consider both price ranges and neighborhoods to paint an accurate picture. In April, while there are 28 homes priced for sale below $400,000, there were no sales. That suggests that first-time buyers or people looking to downsize have effectively stopped their search for homes on the Sunshine Coast during the pandemic. The most active price range on the Sunshine Coast is between $400,000 and $900,000. In this price range, there were 22 sales out of 143 listings, which suggests a balanced market at 15% sales to active ratio. For properties priced at over $900,000, however, the market slows considerably. With 4 sales out of 105 listings for sale, the sales to active ratio would suggest prices softening in the high end of the market. When it comes to specific areas on the Sunshine Coast, Halfmoon Bay, Gibsons, and Sechelt were in a balanced market territory in April, while Roberts Creek and Pender Harbour were lagging behind significantly. There was only 1 sale reported in Roberts Creek and Pender Harbour in April, with 57 homes available for sale. The Housing Price Index, like the Consumer Price Index, is a measure of the value of a particular home as it makes its way through time. The index is the most accurate tool available to us to gauge the change in a home's value. All things being equal, a home purchased in 2007 for $348,000 would be worth approximately $576,000 today. If you have any questions regarding this information or specific information on a property you own or are interested in purchasing, please don't hesitate to call me, Alan Stewart, at 604-740-2353 or my partner Rachel Manley at 778-229-7694. We'd both be eager to help.